Hello and welcome to Zabbix for Beginners series. My name is Ali Reza and I'm your host in this series. This is my blog www.cbt4all.com, and please feel free to give me your feedback about my videos, training, and by the way, my video training are free, so you can download and use them for free. This is an introduction video. What does it mean? I just want to talk about this series. For example, what I want to do in this series, and who is this series for, and what is our scenario, how you can download the and pre-requirement for creating a lab. So this is only an introduction video. If you don't like to watch this video, jump to next video. So in this series we learn Zabbix based on a practical scenario. What does it mean? It means based on a step-by-step approach, you can just watch watch the videos, match the videos and scenario to your organization. And if you don't like my accent, if the English is not your first language, you can turn off your speaker, just follow the video and follow the commands, because all of the commands, all of the process, all of the steps are written, so you can only follow the videos. Also, one more thing. The things is, these videos are not approved by Zabbix. What does it mean? It means, the story is I tried to convince Zabbix to review my videos and give me the feedbacks several times. And my goal was make the videos correct, error-free, and obviously approved and linked by Zabbix. I try to say that as these videos are free for people, for you, please help me to make it popular, make it correct. And anyway, I wasn't successful to do it, so the summary is these videos are not approved by Zabbix. Okay, if you are like me, it means new in Linux. If you don't want to jump to different forums, different website and research, so it's videos for you. If you are like me, lazy, these videos appropriate for you. If you are beginners in Linux and Zabbix world, these videos for you. What does it mean? If you are an expert in Linux, if you are an expert in Zabbix, Nagios, these series are not appropriate for you. And also, I consider that you already know some things. For example, you know what is the ping, you know what is the SSH, you know what is the SNMP, you know what is the TCP/IP, because I cannot explain all of them in Zabbix videos. So I consider that, or I suppose that you know them, and obviously you should be able to follow the video tutorial, and you are connected to the internet because you have to download some pre-requirements. One more thing in this slide is, I suppose that you know what is the monitoring system. You know what is the monitoring softwares, why you need monitoring softwares. You already compared Nagios, Cactus, SolarWinds, PRTG, every different monitoring system, and you have already chosen Zabbix. You chose Zabbix. What does it mean? It means I won't compare Zabbix with Nagios. I won't compare Zabbix with Cacti. I won't compare SolarWinds with PRTG. I suppose that you chose Zabbix because Zabbix is awesome. So I I have no time to compare all of them. You can find on internet as well. This is our scenario which we want to work on this scenario during our series. We have Zabbix server here. We have a computer. This is our Zabbix server, and we have different network device like routers. For example, we have routers here, and we have one or two Windows servers, and here we have Linux servers. Zabbix server is responsible to monitoring all of these devices and servers. Obviously, if Zabbix server wants to monitor the routers and network device, the protocol which should be used is SNMP. And for the servers, we have two different ways, SNMP and Zabbix Agent. And and later I will explain what is the SNMP and what is the Zabbix Agent and what is the difference between them. Also, we want to, for example, suppose that this link is down for any reason. The Zabbix server should send an alarm email for us, to admin, and inform him or her, sometimes inform him or her that this link is done, and the Zabbix server is responsible to create a graph. For example, CPU usage, bandwidth usage, memory usage, everything. We need to have a graph and monitor them by graph or graph. Okay, what we need. First, we need PuTTY. Okay, let's go and download the PuTTY. Download PuTTY. Here you can see download. Here you can download the PuTTY. Okay. Next one. Download the Linux server. I want to use Ubuntu, or sometimes called Ubuntu Linux server, for installing the Zabbix because it's handy, easy. So you can choose another Linux version, but I recommend Ubuntu. Ubuntu server. Okay, here you are. And you can download Ubuntu server from here. The last one, download Oracle VirtualBox, because I want to install all of them on VirtualBox for my lab. So here, Oracle VirtualBox. This is the last version for Windows, for example. And please download, so this one and this one extension. So what do I have? I have here Ubuntu, PuTTY, Ubuntu servers, and Oracle VirtualBox plus its extension. Okay, next, make a lab in GNS3. I think I did it before. Here, this is my lab, and the only things I want to mention is for Zabbix server itself, I want to install Zabbix server on let me show you VirtualBox. I want to install Zabbix server in my VirtualBox, so I have to connect VirtualBox to GNS3 as my environment, library environment. What I'll do, I create a cloud here, and as I want to connect this cloud, I can change the symbol if, for example, here. Okay, and I can change the name. I'm sure you know this, but anyway. Hello. Okay, this is hello server. Anyway, so as I want to connect this Zabbix server to internet as well as my environment, what I'll do, I see that I'm connected to the internet. For example, at the moment I'm connected to the internet by wireless or through wireless. So what I'll do, in the cloud, this is my cloud, I add I connect this cloud to my wireless adapter or wireless NIC, network interface card. So I will be able to connect Zabbix to my environment as well as internet. So okay, this is our environment. The IP address you can see here is the IP address in my environment. What does it mean? In your laboratory, in your environment, you can choose another IP address. The IP address of all of these servers is in the range of 192.168.1 something /24, and the Zabbix server I choose 192.168.1.200. For Linux server, for example, 207. For this router, 201. So this is the IP address in my environment. You can choose or you can match this IP address in your environment. What you need to do before installing the Zabbix, you need to install Linux and Windows. You need to configure the routers and genestry, and please be sure all of the connectivity is you can ping, you can trace out all of the connectivity, because you have to use Zabbix for monitoring all of them. So it means the Zabbix should be able, okay, oops, I should do something for anyway. So where do we okay, the Zabbix server is responsible to monitoring all of them. So it means the Zabbix server should be able to ping Windows servers, your routers, and the Linux servers as well. So please be sure that all of the connectivity is done. So how you can download and install Zabbix? Generally, there are two ways of getting Zabbix. Let me show you. What do I have here? It's good. Zabbix.com. It's Zabbix.com. I go to documentation. I want to work with last version of Zabbix, so it's 2.4. 2.4 in the left, in the installation, getting Zabbix. Okay, we have three ways of getting Zabbix: distribution package, compile it yourself based on last source archive, and download virtual applicants. So three way, and I recommend, I like this one. Handy, easy, and very good. So my approach is based on distribution package. So you can download it, the last source, and compile it yourself. I have no idea about this. And what is the virtual applicants? So let me first show you how you can download the virtual applicants. Virtual applicants based on SUSE Linux. Download virtual applicants. So we have different version of pre-installed and configured Zabbix on Linux and sometimes Windows, and you can use them. But they, so you can evaluate, you can you can use it for your training. The issue is the virtual applicants looks like Linux Live, and it means if you restart these virtual applicants, if you restart the Zabbix, all of the data will gone because it's live Linux. So what I'll do, I'll use this approach. Thanks for your time. I hope it's informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. See you in the next video.